Welcome back. Thanks for joining me. Today, I feel like I've been processing a lot. There's been a lot of energy, a lot of movement, a lot of kind of high frequency things happening, and so I have for sure an excess of energy. So I was thinking that we'll do forearm stand this afternoon. Obviously, you can't get into it, it's not a big deal. You just have ways to work on it, and ways to eventually build yourself up to get there. But I think going upside down and reversing the flow of energy is a really good idea today. So do a little flow, and then we'll play with some forearm things. And to just begin, close your eyes and tune into your body. Tune into the present moment. And take a couple of breaths to fill yourself up. Exhaling, letting the air out. If you feel like you have any sore, tense spots, maybe breathing out, sighing. Inhale. Exhale. Moving from your tailbone all the way up your spine to the crown of your head. See if you can allow the elongation to come from the back of your neck all the way through to the sky. At the same time, you relax your shoulders away from the ears. Relax your ears down and back. Your jaw, your tongue peels off the roof of your mouth. Unfurling your brow through the crown of your head, letting the energy of being present just ripple throughout your entire being. We'll start our practice this afternoon to the sound of Om. As you take your hands to heart center, you can give them a little rub, eventually stopping. Thumbs pressing against the chest, shoulders melting away, hands together, the joining of the divine feminine and masculine within you, right to the center point. Inhale, fill yourself up. As you exhale, let it go. Inhale for Om. Take a moment of silence to be grateful for something this afternoon, even if only for a second. And then interlace all 10 of your fingers. You're going to flip the palms away from you. So arms extended. Inhale as you extend the arms over the head with the palms flipped up to the sky. Breathing into the armpits. Exhale as you flip the palms towards you, pressing the knuckles away, shoulders stretch really long. Breathe into the backside. Inhale, flip the palms up, stretch up, maybe gaze goes up with the fingertips. Exhale, pressing the knuckles towards the front, shoulders round. Breathe into those tense spots in the shoulders. Inhale, flip the palms up, lift, reach to the sky, lift through your sternum. So pretend like you have a string that can lift the sternum up, and maybe your eye gaze shifts back with it. Exhale as you round into the shoulders, pressing the knuckles away from you, maybe rounding through the belly this time, pulling the energy right to the center. Inhale as you lift, fingertips high, hold on. Exhale as you round. As one, inhale, lift the hands to the sky, palms up, take a breath, open through the chin, the chest, the heart. Exhale, come back to neutral, and then begin to make circles with the hands. You can flip the palms down, making circles with the body, the fingertips, and then switching directions. Stopping in the center, inhale as you reach and lift. Exhale as you go left hand to right knee, right arm comes behind you. Gentle twist to start, belly's in strong. Inhale, lift through the crown of the head. Exhale, shoulder leads behind you, so does your chin, maybe your eyes. Inhale, draw back up through center. Exhale, right hand to left knee. Keeping the hips square, just moving the torso, moving the spine. Letting your eye gaze kind of lead you towards the back as you pull the belly in. Inhale, move back up through center. Fingertips reach long. Exhale, hands reach down in front of you. Walking the fingertips forward. Keeping the hips on the floor and just letting the head rest. Or hover if it doesn't rest. Inhale, come back up through center. Walk the fingertips towards you. Come into a tabletop position on your mat. Shoulders over wrists, fingertips spread wide. Tops of the feet are on the mat for now. A couple of cat-cows. Inhale, lift the heart. Lift the chin, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round through the spine, through the shoulders, belly in. Inhale, draw the chest, the heart through. Exhale, round through the spine. Inhale. Exhale, round. And then sit your seat back to your feet and then begin to make circles with the body coming up. Free movement here. Maybe you have to move your hips forward and back. Move your shoulders, find some space. You went one way, go the other. And then slowly, when you're finished, step back through center. Dig your toes, lift the hips up to the sky, downward facing dog, take a breath. You can pedal out your legs if that feels good. Right, left, fingertips spread wide. Heart pressing towards the thighs. Crown of the head is long, release the neck. Heels don't have to touch the floor. And then shift the gaze forward. Tippy toe the feet to the hands to the best of your ability until you find the top of the mat. Exhale once you get there. Again, if you have to have your knees bent, no problem. We'll stay forward folded. Letting the head hang. Maybe grabbing opposite elbows. And slowly, fingertips on the floor. Straighten the legs, hands to hips, flat back, straight legs come up. Inhale, arms up over the head. Exhale, fold. Hands down, right leg steps back. Left leg steps back to a plank position. Knees, chest and chin to the floor, elbows in. Take a breath here. Into the throat center, warming up the spine. Exhale, flatten. Inhale, lift through cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg comes through between the hands. Left knee drops to the floor, flatten the left leg. You can stay here, dropping your hips super low, or you can come up onto the hands. Or if you need a little bit more, Kapotasana, you can reach the fingertips up, interlace all 10, release the index, cross the thumb, and think about lifting through the heart and the chest, or you just stay in the first variation. Keep lifting through the heart and the chest. Inhale, come back up through center. Fingertips find the floor. Exhale, hips back. Pop the toes up towards the face. Inhale, back off a little bit. Find the flat back. Exhale, press the heart towards the ankle. Crown of the head is long, belly is in. Take one more breath here, elongate, and then exhale, find your depth. And then bend the front knee, walk the fingertips forward. You're gonna walk the right foot off the right edge of the mat. And then you're gonna bring both hands to the inside of the right foot. You can stay up on your hands. You can begin to come down, moving down to the forearms. Take a couple of breaths here with your hips dropped low. Knees should still be over the ankle in the front. If it's not, move the foot back a little bit. Keep the hips dropping low. Extend through the back toes as you breathe. If you'd like to take it a little bit further, if you want to try a different type of stretch, you can come back up onto the hands on the right hand and the left. You can roll to the outer edge of the right foot, opening up. If you want to try for a bind, you can come to the back toes, lift the back leg up, and then sweep the right arm around, elbow to the sky. Maybe you're on your forearms, maybe you're on your hands. You can either stay centered with the knees and the feet, or you can roll out to either side, really opening up. Gaze shifts up to the sky if you can. Couple of breaths. Inhale, if you're twisted, come back to center. Good, you can bring the back foot down to the mat. You can come back up onto the hands. Here, you're gonna dig your back toe, lift your back knee up off the mat. See if you can pull the belly in. Can you lift the right leg back to plank? And then rock forward to chaturanga or knees, chest, and chin. You can inhale through a cobra or an upward facing dog. And then you can exhale, push back to a downward facing dog. From your down dog, I want you to notice a difference between one side to the other. Your right hip, right hamstring may feel a lot more open than the left. Inhale, right leg comes up, right leg steps through, left leg comes up to meet it. Exhale, fold yourself in half. Inhale, come back up. Arms down by the side, take a breath. Inhale, arms up over the head. Exhale, folds. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana, hands down, left leg back, right leg back to plank. Rock forward, bring the knees, the chest, and the chin to the floor. Again, breathing into the throat and letting the tailbone find the sky. Last breath. As you flatten out to the mat, squeeze the legs together, hands stay exactly where they are, elbows squeeze, and just peel the upper body up off the mat. This is cobra pose. Crown of the head is long, as if you have a string straight up to the sky. Last breath. Slowly lower down. Plank, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up to the sky. Left knee comes in between the hands. You're going to drop the right foot to the, or right knee to the floor. Right foot flattens, hips are low. You can stay on the hands. You can always have a block or a water bottle on either side, or you can sit the hips low, knee over ankle still in the front. If you want a little bit more, Kapotasana, you can interlace all 10 fingers. Inhale, lift the heart to chest. Exhale, drag the fingertips back as you drop the head. Keep lifting the heart. Inhale, come back up through center. Fingertips find the floor. You're going to shift the hips back, popping the left toe up towards you. See if you can get your hip, knee, ankle in one line. Inhale, lift, back off, and then exhale as you hinge forward. And so we'll take a couple of breaths here, pulling the belly in, lifting through the crown, chest presses towards the floor. See if you can get your foot to be even, as if you were standing directly on the floor. Requires a little bit of flexing of the toes and a little bit of a peeling of the pinky toe to your face. Last breath here, inhale. Exhale, find your edge. Then slowly bend the front knee back to both hands on the inside of the left foot. Hips are still dropped low. Back toes are dragging towards the back. And now you can walk your left foot off the left edge of the mat. So you're kind of heel toe, toes are off the mat, heels on the mat. Take a breath here. Maybe you decide that you want to come down to your forearms. Maybe take a couple breaths on your forearms and you decide you want to go even further. You can roll to the outer edge of your left foot, lifting the back leg up, reaching back with the left hand, left elbow to the sky, opening up opposite directions, knee in one direction, back foot in the other. Shift the gaze up to the sky. A little twisted thigh stretch as well as your hips. Good, last breath here. If you're twisted, come back to center. Release the back leg. Take a breath. Inhale, come back to the hands. Dig the back toes, lift the back leg, see if you can come up on the back leg, and then pull your belly in, see if you can lift the left leg, shoot it back to a plank. Rock forward, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, move through a cobra or an upward facing dog. Exhale as you push back to a downward facing dog. Take a moment in downward facing dog, pedal it out. Notice the difference between one side to the other. No judgment. Totally normal. From here, I want you to begin to bring your right forearm down to the mat and then your left forearm down to the mat. So you can bend into the knees as much as you need. Lifting the hips, bending into the knees, setting the hips towards the sky and the heart towards the thighs. And then grounding into the left, into the right, come back into a downward facing dog. Good. Right forearm down, left forearm down, dolphin, left forearm up, right, back to down dog. One more just like that. Right forearm down, left forearm down, right forearm up, left forearm up, down dog. And then knees to the floor, wide-legged child's pose. Hips to the seat, forehead on the floor, breathe. From here, I want you to walk the fingertips off to the left side of the mat, keeping the body relatively, the hips square to the front. Just moving, breathing into the side body on the left and the forearms. Walking back through center, exhaling, and then walking up fingertips to the left, stretching the right side, breathing into the shoulder, into the side body. Filling yourself up with air with an inhale through your nose and exhaling out of your nose as well. Coming back to center, exhaling as you get there, coming onto all fours. Inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky, thread the neo. Right arm comes underneath, right ear to the mat, breathing into the right shoulder. You can wrap the left arm around if you want a little bit more. Peeling the left shoulder to the sky. Slowly releasing if you have the bind. Right arm reaches to the sky. Right hand comes down to the floor. Inhale, left arm comes up. Thread the needle. Left arm underneath. Left ear's on the mat. As you breathe here, stretching the shoulder. Good, one more breath. Slowly coming out, reaching the left hand to the sky. Left hand comes down, back to center. Dig the toes underneath, sit your seat back to your feet. Spread the fingertips wide and then press the hips to the sky. And from here, you're gonna shift the gaze forward. I'm gonna draw the right elbow and then the left to the floor. And from here, you want to work on lifting one leg up. So you're staying up on your left or right toes. Other leg is really solid, firm to the sky. Your gaze and your chin is up. And you can give yourself one or two hops. And then switch legs. Other leg super firm, bend into the right knee. Really let the top toes lead you. Good, and then slowly come back. Both knees, hands to the floor, sitting back, feet to your feet with your toes tucked underneath. Grabbing opposite elbows, inhale, reaching the elbows, chest open to the sky. Exhale, round. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, round. Last breath, inhale. Exhale. Hands come back down to the mat. I'm gonna lie on your belly and tap the top of your toes out if they fell asleep. And so from here, bring the hands directly out in front of you, and then make a straight line as you drag the elbows in towards you, moving into a Sphinx pose. So grounding into your forearms, all four corners of your hands are pressed into the mat. You're not sinking into your shoulders, you're pressing the mat away. So an active press on the mat with the forearms, trying to distribute the weight evenly. And then you keep your chin up. And so this would be the forearm position for a forearm stand. So you don't have to hold yourself up. And the chin is up the entire time. Good. Breath. Come back down. Arms spread wide. Exhale. Let the spine release, relax. And then inhale, I want you to squeeze your legs together. Lift the hands and the feet up off the mat, lifting through the crown of your head, strengthening your spine. Really squeeze your inner thighs, lifting fingertips, lifting the toes. Exhale, come back down, rest. Fingertips draw in front of you, drag the elbows back towards you, find your Sphinx pose. Shoulders press down, this pressing motion away from the ears, finding space. Don't let yourself slump. And slowly release, arms up to the side, rest the chin or the side of the cheek. Chin to the mat, squeezing the legs together. Inhale, lift the body, the chest, the fingertips, and the toes. Squeeze each part of your spine. Squeeze your belly, squeeze the spine, lift a little higher, crown is higher, extend through the top of the head. Exhale, let it go. Good, last one. Fingertips reach along in front of you, drag the elbows, find your Sphinx pose. Press, press, press. Hands, forearms, lift, lift through the crown. Chest is forward and then lifts up towards the sky. Slowly release, relax, arms extend, feet together to squeeze. Exhale, Purnasarabhasana, lift. Last breath. Slowly release. Sit your seat back to your feet. Give yourself a little massage on either side of the spine, not on the spine, on either side to the tailbone. And then your hands come down to the mat. Toes dig underneath. Sit your seat to your feet. Lift the hips to the sky. Heart presses, chest presses. Now you're going to come back down, right forearm, left forearm, fingertips spread wide. You want a box created with the hands. You bend into the knees, extend through the right toes, really strong top foot. Lift the chin, lift the gaze, and see if you can find a point of balance. And then switch sides. Left leg rises to the sky. Really press into the forearms, press the mat away. Come down to child's pose to rest. Then come back up. Tuck your toes underneath. Forward fold. Shake it out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down by the side, resets. Step the right foot forward. Back foot's at a 45-degree angle. Two hips are square. Take your opposite elbows. Inhale, lift to the ground. Exhale, hinge forward at the waist, flat back, straight legs. Pressing into the outer edges of the feet, long through the crown. Come back up through center, pick up the toes, pivot on the heels, face all the way around. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hinge. Take a breath. Press the weight into the outer edges of the feet. Inhale, come back up through center. Step the right foot up to meet the left. Release the arms. Inhale, sit the seat low, lift the fingertips high. Utkatasana, awkward pose. Hands come down through center, left elbow on right. Pulling the belly in, keeping the knees and the hips straight. Inhale, move back through center. Exhale, left elbow to right elbow to left knee. Shift gaze up. Inhale, back up through center. Center the fingertips on the legs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Hands down, walk, step, jump, plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, move through up or cobra. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Good. One more time. We'll take a couple of hops. Come down to your forearms. Forearms press into the mat, outer edges, all four corners. Really extend through the top leg. Lift the chin. Try not to let your shoulders sag. Switch legs. Try the other side. Good. Slowly come down. Child's pose. Back to your center. Come to sit. Right leg out, left leg in. Right hand to left knee. Left arm's going to reach up and over. Try to grab for the right toes if this doesn't work, or if you're collapsed, then reach to the sky. You want to take the back of the hand. Exhale, left hand down. Sweep the right arm up, lift the hips. Slowly release. Switch, right leg in, left leg up. Left hand to right knee, right arm reaches up and over, and lift the heart to the sky. Inhale, come back up, right hand down, left arm sweeps, lifting the hips to the sky. Slowly come back down into rock on your spine, forward and back. And slowly allow the legs and the arms to come down and find your savasana. You allow yourself as much time as you need in your savasana. Thank you guys so much for joining me this afternoon. I appreciate you being open to playing, being open to trying something new. The world really needs our resilience, our creativity. The world needs us to show up for us. And so, thank you. I see the light in you. Have a beautiful rest.